What is up, guys? That's pretty good, and this is our hub page review. We are going to go ahead and hop into hosting so we understand what we need to do beforehand. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. We are at HostGator. Okay, HostGator is pretty cheap for hosting. It's actually cheaper than GoDaddy, and it's reliable. So we're going to go ahead and look at it. This is actually not the web page we're supposed to be on. Sorry, folks. Whenever we first enter HostGator, we're going to end up with several options here that we can go with. We have a WordPress hosting, which offers us more space, a lot more space actually, and a little more speed, but it's also cost a little more, and it has a view limit. So the $3.98 only gives you 25K viewers per month. I don't feel like we should put a limit on how many people can view our website per month. So while this is a great deal, it would be even better if it allowed unlimited viewers. Alright, but it doesn't. You have to pay significantly more to go up in viewers. Our cloud hosting allows us to have whoever we want on there. At the same time, the cloud hosting gives us less storage. It's only 20 gigabytes per month. And the scalability of it is not as good. You're gonna do, if you're like a blogger, you'll be doing a lot of linking on here versus posting videos on here. So you have to make that decision yourself. If you're gonna be doing a lot of your own videos and such, it's probably better for you to go with the web hosting on WordPress. But we're gonna go ahead and get started on the cloud hosting for the rest of us. Let's go ahead and hop into it. This is the Hatchling Cloud, which is the cheapest plan, with a single domain, which means we can only put one domain on this. It's got 2 gigabyte memory, 2 cores, and a shared SSL. This website right here will hold about 150 to 200 people at once. Okay, so if you end up with 150 people at once on your website, you'll be fine with this. Any more than that, it's going to start to slow down. You're going to have some issues. This one right here will hold about 300 people at once. Okay, so I mean that's significantly more, but for most of us, 300 would be quite a bit of people on our website at once, especially if we're starting out. This one right here, our business one, it looks a lot more professional. We're going to get a lot more business. We're going to get a better search engine rating with this, and we're going to end up with more people. Say we can hold 600 to 900 people with this at once. But it is more expensive. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look into this basic one just for this video. And it asks you for the domain name. You could type it in here. It's $12.95 per year for the domain on here. Or we can go to GoDaddy and buy a domain off there, which is actually cheaper and it has a lot better options. We're going to get into that in a moment. So what we do instead, we would go I already own domain, since we're going to GoDaddy to get our domain. 36 months is going to charge you this times this right off the bat. So if you're looking for a lower cost for your startup, you would just simply click on this and you would go to the 1 month deal. Okay, you enter your security pin, all your information, credit card, all this stuff, your state, etc. We'll come down here. Site lock is pretty good, $19 per month. It tells you about your hackers. It monitors your website. It keeps malicious code from being injected to it. I would recommend, especially if you're doing a business website or any kind of e-commerce, to go ahead and pick up this package. As far as our professional email, we get unlimited email and unlimited storage from GoDaddy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use GoDaddy for our email. And your email syncs across all your devices. What this means is that whenever you purchase this email, you'll have an actual storage area where it goes to, but you can also make that storage area, that email address, forward those emails to, say, your Gmail or your Apple Cloud web addresses. So you would enter in johndoe@gmail.com as the forwarding address if that's your email address. And it would forward that email straight to your phone. So if a customer messages you and says, hey, how many of these do you have in stock, you don't have to worry about going onto your business email or attaching your business email to your phone, it can just go to your personal email and then it pops up right on your phone right away. Our backup, we don't really need this. If you're going to have a lot of information on your website, you're going to be changing things a lot, maybe you go with the backup plan, but honestly, we're not attaching to any databases or anything right now. We also are not using custom code. You don't have a developer working on your website, so there's no reason really to have a backup. Everything we're going to do on WordPress should be backed up anyways on our hard drive, so we should have all that available. This, I would recommend getting this. On GoDaddy, this is actually significantly more expensive, but this will help with your search engine, your SEO ratings, and it'll help your website rank a little higher on that search engine initially. We will get into search engine parameters later on whenever we start building the website, and we'll start to talk about it and explore them. But I mean, whenever you start really wanting search engine to go up in Google or go up in Bing and such, that's when you want to start hiring a professional developer, just because they're going to be able to do things that you can't. And but to start out, as long as we have a pretty good, rating on Google where somebody could put Waynesworth, Michigan, which I don't know if it exists or not, but in my head it would be a very small town. You'd probably be the only business that does this in Waynesworth. But whenever they type into Google, it would bring it up. So your local customers always know where you are, basically. And that's the thing, when you first start out, you're going to want to be very targeted. But our initial cost here is $45.12. That includes these, which this isn't a per month. This is the initial cost. Once you pay this, it's paid for the year. Our per month charge is going to be $5.18. Plus, we're going to end up with a $3 charge from GoDaddy for our business email. So let's go ahead and hop over to GoDaddy and talk about this. GoDaddy offers us $2.99 for our domain for the year, and then $14.99 for the next year. We end up saving about $10 going with this option. But the great thing about this is that you can get a .us site. You can pull all these websites here for just $17. And what you could do is, whenever your business gets a little more established, if you start picking up business, initially you could get this extra site, but then you could come back and you can explore this option, and you can have all these websites right here point to your main website. So if somebody accidentally types in johnsplumbing.net, they'll end up at johnsplumbing.com. And that's always good, because we want people to find our website. If you notice here, right here, exampleswebsites.com, $5,999. All right, what happens is some people buy these domains and they get really lucky, and they'll buy KylieJenner's.com for some reason. Maybe when she was a little kid and nobody knew she was going to do anything. And they'll keep that website, and I'm like, this is going to be mine. And then when she blows up and starts a fashion line and she wants to buy KylieJenner.com, now she has to pay you money to get access to that. And basically, people do this with businesses and people. I wouldn't suggest doing it, but if you want to try your hand at it, hey, it's like gambling. Once we get our domain here, we'll travel back to this, and we will enter our domain, which would be that. And then we'll enter all our information, and we'll start up. It's not going to be that because we took this off. And we took this off. We'll go ahead and start up, and now we're ready to go, guys. Once you get this started up and you pull it up, we will get into the next section, which is going to be the actual WordPress and the building of our website. We're going to go into different templates that we have available to us, and ways we can use those templates, and how to make our site look very modern.